Hey guys, it's Alice again and welcome to another video. So today's video is about budgeting and how to save money, how to be a little bit more frugal and just to save yourself some pennies and not spend so much, because I am so guilty of that and I'm sure you are too. So I'm sure if you've clicked on this video, you're in desperate need of trying to save, or you just need to learn to stop spending so much. So I really hope these tips are helpful. If you have anything else you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and if it's helpful, and we're just going to jump straight in. So tip number 1 is very important. Figure out how much money you need to survive. So be strict on yourself, but work out what it is that you need to pay for every month, what it is that you like to spend on going out every month, and work it all out, write it down. You can download spreadsheets and just figure out what money you need to have coming into your bank account every month and what you are going to spend. So then once you've worked that out, you need to set yourself a realistic budget. So budget the money that you have and make sure you save a little bit at the end to put into a savings account. So say you like to go out for a meal every other week. So save yourself around £70 to do that and stick to that budget. Keep an eye on the money that you're spending, and then hopefully by the end of the month you'll be able to save a little chunk and put that into a savings account. In terms of saving that money, I know people find it very difficult, and what I do is set myself up a direct bank transfer so it does it automatically. After a few months, you'll look in that account and realise you've been saving money without even realising it. It doesn't even have to be a big amount. For example, I save £5 a week for my car insurance every year, and it just does it without me realising, and that's the best way to save money because it doesn't hurt so much because you don't even notice it's disappearing. Another thing that is kind of to do with being a bit more frugal is to make your coffee at home. And I mean, I'm not a coffee addict. I don't even like the drink, but I see so many people spending their money in posh coffee shops when really you can try and make one yourself at home. Or at least if you're majorly addicted to coffee, or like whatever fancy drink you like to collect on your way to work or on your way to uni or wherever you're going, just get one of those refillable cups, because I know places like Starbucks and Costa take some kind of money off your drink if you bring your refillable cup in. So at least if you're going to get your fancy coffee, you're saving yourself a bit of money in the process. One that I always try to stick by, but I'm still not that good at it, is to use cash instead of card. Because when you have the money physically in front of yourself and you can see it going down in numbers, it kind of makes you not want to spend that money. So for example, if you've got a £20 note in your purse, I never ever want to break into a £20 note, and I make conscious decisions to not do that. But if I was going to spend £20 on my card, I wouldn't think about it because I can't see it. So try drawing out like whatever money you need for the week at the beginning of the week, and then spending that throughout in cash. And whatever money you do have left over, you can put in a little tin, and that can be your way of saving. Another thing to do with the money that's left over in your purse is to either chuck all the shrapnel that you have left, so the coppers, the 10p's, the 5p's, all the things that you can never be bothered to count up, chuck them into a jar and save them. Or you could go into your local supermarket and use the self-service machines, and I literally just chuck all the coins out of my purse into self-service, and it's amazing how much money you have in there that you didn't realise you have, and you feel a lot less guilty because you don't have to get a cashier to count it for you. The machine does all the work. Number 6 is one that I have not actually tried myself, but I really want to, and this is to do a no spend day. So do a day when you avoid public transport, for example, where you make your own lunch, when you cook dinner with the things that you already have in your fridge. Just try and have a day without spending any money. So even just going to the shop and picking up a cereal bar on the way to work, try not to do that. Try and take one with you. I think that's a really interesting one, and it'll be so interesting to see how easy it is to do that just like a few days a week. Number 7 is one that I've seen a lot more often recently, and it is to sell your old clothes. So if you've got good quality clothes sitting around in your wardrobe that you don't really wear anymore, I'm sure someone else can give them a great home and will pay something for them. So use like Depop or eBay, anything kind of similar to that, and sell your old clothes. I mean, it's easy. Number 8 is one that will take a little bit of practice, but try and make informed spending decisions. So learn what to say yes and no to. For example, the other day I really wanted to go and get a pudding, and I almost walked into a pub and paid £5.75 for a pudding, But what I realised was that if I went to my local shop and bought a pudding from there, it was like £1 and I had myself 3 nights worth of pudding for £1. So make informed decisions, maybe say no sometimes to some things that your friends want to do. Definitely say yes. Don't restrict yourself just because you're saving money. You still want to go out and have fun, but just be a little bit more aware of what you're saying yes and no to. Number 9 is one that I learnt very, very quickly when I first went to university, and this is never to shop when you are hungry, because you are going to buy the whole store. You're going to buy stuff that you probably don't even need, and you're going to spend a lot more money than you planned. So make sure you've eaten before you've gone to a shop to go shopping, and make sure whenever you do go shopping to make a list and stick to it, because otherwise you're going to be getting things that you thought you needed and then you don't end up using, and you'll throw it out and then you've wasted your money. The next one is one that I really, really enjoy doing, and it gets me away from my usual kind of routine, and this is to take on odd jobs. So whether it be walking a dog or washing someone's car, just like little odd things that you can do that don't take up too much time to earn that little bit of extra money. For me, what I do is drawing, so I will offer my drawing services to people. They want a really nice drawing and I get paid for doing that, and that's my way of earning extra money. So you find your little way of doing that and stick to it. It's a good little like pocket money saver. And the final one is one that I hadn't used until recently, and this is to use cashback websites. I use a website called Top Cashback. There are a few around, so I mean have a look, but basically if you are going to spend money online, this kind of adds a little extension into your like internet browser, and it gives you cashback for buying stuff, which all adds up, you know, like it's not a lot, but if you're getting £2 for spending money, you might as well. So I'll leave the link to Top Cashback down below. There are a few others, but that's definitely something that I wish I had found earlier. So those are my quick little tips for budgeting. Let me know, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any tips for me down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I love you guys a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye!